everyone, and welcome. What?
You just sound muffled. That was just that.
I am muffled. You'll see why in a second. Intrigue. Dun dun dun. Welcome to Red Valkyrie Presents. I am, of course, Shae the Red, hidden from sight because yet again I did what I always do. I put everything off to the last fucking minute, and then was like, yeah, I totally got this incredibly intricate and elaborate fucking cosplay because Adjanu is insane with his character design, and there was like no actual easy option. The best I could have done was the chick in the hood, but like, in all honesty, if you don't have glowy eyes, like, you ain't, then you're just a chick in a hood. Like, you're not really selling it, you know? I am, of course, here with my amazing co-host, CY.borg. Valkyrie, how you doing, Cy?
Awesome. And really quickly, before we go on, I did want to thank, we had a last-minute contribution in last night's episode from Lothar D. I just wanted to let you guys know that the donation goal at the bottom of my little tile here has been accurately updated. So
Awesome. Thank you very much to Lothar. All right. Johnny, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
How you guys? How's everybody doing?
Good. So, I feel like if I don't turn my camera on, I'm just gonna sound like I'm talking to y'all through like a pillow or another room or something crazy. It's probably about time to do the reveal.
Shae's streaming from her bed, and
Yeah.
is under.
I'm asleep right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. All right, 3, 2, 1, and boom.
I'm taking pictures.
I have pictures for you too. Don't worry, I got you screenshots.
That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Trickier than I thought.
That looks
But-
awesome.
You know, it was done in 2 hours, so I'm happy with that. And yeah, we'll have to talk because I don't know what I'm gonna do with this mask after. We'll have to talk about something. I don't know.
You're gonna give it to me, and I'm gonna scare everybody in public.
Oh my gosh, I could wear this when I go to the airport on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Be like,
Wear it when
"Sup?"
you go to work.
That looks awesome. Like,
Thank you.
you know, I might get one of those now.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We will talk because this was a labor of love, but it's an actual mask, so it's actually quite comfortable on because it's one of these. It's one of the fun little COVID masks, just decked out because it's way cooler.
You're very creative.
This is what I do, man. This is my shtick.
That's a word for it. Creative, insane.
Yeah.
All of
Way
it.
too much time on my hands.
Not
all
if
those
you
things.
start last minute. I mean,
that's fair. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know who this is supposed to be, or who this awesome creator is, we are here for Aslan The Awakening, and before I let him talk about how awesome his campaign is, because this book looks really, really interesting. I'm really digging the art. I like that everybody's eyes glow. It trips me up. It makes me happy. But before we get into that, we're going to watch the trailer. So let's do that real quick. We're going to watch the trailer with sound because it's better. Very cool.
Thank you.
All right, so
I just noticed that
what?
you even got the hair.
Yeah. Oh, dude. No, you want to hold up. We're gonna I made a short video, but I gotta brag because I was actually kind of proud of this. The hair. The hair is legitimately, if you want to go and make a blanket, like, there you go. Yeah, so, and I bought, like, 2 of them thinking, oh shit, I'm not going to have enough, because, you know, it's going to be more than you think. This is how much is left of that first roll. So, it's like I didn't even touch it. So I guess I'm making a blanket now, because I've got the extra. Alright, so, tell us about Aslan The Awakening. What's the story about? What are these characters about?
So Aslan The Awakening is about Aslan, the main character, and Yissi, and about a group of characters looking for this thing known as the Crown of Power, right? And it's pretty much a race to see if the humans or if the magical beings are gonna get the crown first, because whatever side gets it will rule the land. Right, and then the humans want to get it because they don't want to have to live in fear of the magical beings, and the magical beings want to take it because they don't want the humans to get it, because they think the humans would wipe out the land, they would cut down all the trees, they would destroy their way of life. So both sides are trying to get to the crown, and this is Aslan. He's a half human, half magical being, and he's trying to bring peace for all. Like, he wants to get it so he can bring peace to both sides.
Oh, interesting. Oh man, you got like goblins and shit.
Yep.
Never trust a green skin, man. They're brutal. I had a green skin army when I played 40K. Mm-hmm. Don't ever trust them. They're brutal and they're sneaky. So, are you the creator, the writer, the artist?
I'm the creator, writer, and my artist is Jacob Noble.
Okay. Yeah. I really like his art style and the way that he's kind of gone about setting a lot of these scenes that you've got for him. You know, like everybody here, this looks like when you're in those like dark forests at dusk, and it's all kind of magical and a little hazy, and It definitely sells that really kind of theatrical blockbuster movie setting. I think that it looks awesome.
Thank you.
All right, so when did you decide you wanted to like write this story?
So I actually wrote this story about 3 years ago, but it was a novel at first. But then I realized I didn't like writing novels because it was boring. So so yeah, and then I found out about crowdfunding. Like, I didn't like, to me, since I can draw it all. Since I can draw, I thought comic books were just something that was, you know, like
never gonna happen kind of thing.
Like I could never make one. But then I found out one of my friends did a comic book, and then he showed me like Indiegogo and how, you know, people like myself can like bring their comic books to life. And then I just started.
That's awesome. Real quick, Maverick Valor Studios, thank you so much for the $10 series. As always, Shae pulls out all the stops to help promote indie creators, and you stay awesome too at CY.borg Valkyrie. We appreciate you so much, Maverick. That is awesome.
Thank you.
You know, it's nice to hear that you kind of were under the assumption that comic books were just never going to be a thing that you could do. And you know, it's I think it's a common thing, because a lot of people don't realize, like, in the big two, they have people that are writers, they have people that are artists, they have a team. There's no reason that anyone couldn't put together a team and create an awesome comic. The problem has always been trying to get funding done. And you know, as long as you're a genuine person, you go out, you show people kind of what you're about, who you are, and that you've actually thought through how you would create this book, there's no reason that you wouldn't be able to crowdfund something, especially looking at how solid the art looks. And granted, we're not getting a glimpse into your story much other than what's happening in the panels, but I do think that seeing like this, the way that it's laid out, and seeing the kind of progression through the panels, that comes from the writing. Like, the writing has to be communicated well to the artist in order for the panels to lay out properly. And this looks like a logical fight where you're not, I don't have to see every single blow, but I got to see a couple of the good ones, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very cool. Very well done. And I like how it looks like a tag. Like, the way that you did your logo, it looks like somebody just went like spray painted this on the side of like an underpass or something like that.
So my art is the guy that did it. I don't remember his name, but that's what he actually does. He does
awesome.
graffiti. Yeah.
I was gonna say, it makes sense when you look at it.
Mm-hmm.
That an S with that much swagger and personality, that's got to be a tag S. There's no way.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got a pretty cool cast of characters. You want to kind of tell us a little bit about each one?
Yep. So this is the main character. His name is Aslan. He's the half human and half magical being that wants to bring peace to both sides. And his internal battle in the story is accepting himself, because no one really accepts him. The humans don't feel like he's not trustworthy, and the magical beings think he's just another human. Yeah, like so his battle is mainly internal.
Okay.
And trying to get everybody else to accept him. So his search is for acceptance and love.
Awesome. Okay. And then here's Zion.
So this one, his name is Zion. He's the prince for the human kingdom.
Okay.
He all his life he's been training to earn the crown, and if he doesn't get it, it's failure. So for him, it's either he earns the crown or he failed all his people, right? And his search is for power. Like, he's searching. He wants to be the most powerful one.
Okay.
And he's also Aslan's master.
So master's in like trained him, or
Yeah. So
okay.
So there's only a few people that have natural like superpowers in the story, and those beings are known as the Hatis, right? And he's the leader, and Aslan is part of his group.
Okay. Cool. And then Uja?
So Ujda is the so this is the being that had the crown prior. He's the one that maintained peace within the land and kept everything from coming, because you got to keep he has to keep peace within, and there's other things that's trying to come in to take the crown, and he also he don't let them come in, and now he's the one that's searching for someone else to take his place.
Awesome. So what is it kind of like a big guarded secret what the catalyst was for him to? Is he just done? He's like, dude, I'm retiring. Like, somebody please take it over, or.
So in the story, you learn that he's been around since the dawn of time. Like, he's been keeping peace within the land forever, and it's just now that there's a special event in the story known as the Tri-Moon, and there's gonna be 3 moons in the sky pretty much. And when that happens, it's like it signifies the end of his time. So another person is gonna come and take over.
Very cool. So he's kind of like a lion type hybrid almost.
Yep. So in the story, the magical beings are mainly elves, right? But the way I did the elves in the story, it's each one of them have like a animal characteristics, I guess, and then his is a lion.
Okay, very cool. And I like I don't know, I like the way that you kind of like have you made him look very regal. He's got like a mane of hair and everything like that. It's just he looks really really awesome. CY, what are you sharing in the back? Nice. Yeah, pretty much.
I've been working on this since you held up the yarn.
Oh my gosh, words
I'm an
escape
artiste.
me. Yes, good job.
Thank you.
All right. So we have Gaia.
Yep. So this is Gaia. She's so she's not really on anybody's side. Like, I don't know if you guys know who Mother Gaia is, like Mother
It's
Nature.
like Mother Earth,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, Mother Earth. So she is looking for the best thing for Earth, right? For the land.
Cool.
She wants what's best for the land, and if that means for the humans to get it, then that's what's gonna happen. And if it means for the elves to get it, then that's what is gonna happen. But as of late, she sees the destruction that the humans do cause because she's connected to all the plants, and she can feel as the humans cut deeper and deeper into the forest to build their homes. So she can feel all that. She feels how they butcher a whole bunch of animals for food. So,
That's
so she might be leaning more towards the elves in the story.
I think it's really interesting that you chose to depict a character that is essentially your Mother Earth. She has a lot of like necromancer type feeling in this. Like, she's just so pissed and done that she's kind of gone dark with it all.
Yeah, so she feels like she's giving the humans plenty of chances, to prove themselves, and they keep failing her over and over. So now is their time.
She's a little bit unhappy. She's got some creepy little goblin dudes that are probably not going to be nice.
I asked for questions. We are getting them.
Doja-kun says, don't the elves also eat the animals?
Yep. So the way it is in the law of the forest, there's like, if you're in the forest, you can hunt, but you can also be hunted, right? But the humans, some of them are also doing it for sport, right? So like they come and then,
unnecessary.
Yeah, so it's like
Gotcha.
Unnecessary killings.
Okay.
And
then we did have another question from Raiden Radio. He said, I may have missed it, but what other works inspired this?
It's Raiden.
So
Raiden.
some of my characters, like the Ujda that you saw, that Sun Wukong. I'm not sure if you guys know, but yes, Sun Wukong. I took a lot from Star Wars and what do you call it, in Naruto.
Okay. Interesting.
And I also took some from Hellboy, because Hellboy is probably one of my favorite characters.
Okay.
And I love his story, especially the second one with the elves. So.
I'm not gonna lie, I get teeny bits of Ferngully vibes with the whole like Gaia and tearing into the forest and everything like that. It feels just a little bit. Like,
Gaia will fuck you up. I wouldn't call this Ferngully.
No, I'm saying because that was kind of the whole thing in Ferngully, is that the humans just kept going, like it was in excess. Everything was excessively done, and that's what had essentially the world fought back.
Well, I mean, Lord of the Rings was like that too. It was all like a J.R.R. Tolkien's kind of response to industrialization, and how he portrayed in his world, like the dwarves got too greedy and dug too deep. It's
right.
Kind of an allegory.
Dojo-kun also says, was Chronicles of Narnia also?
So I promise I only got the name Aslan. I only got the name from that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw someone responded right before the show started on Twitter. Wait, isn't Aslan a trademark character from Chronicles of Narnia? It's like, guys.
Yeah. I can use the name. Aslan actually means lion in Turkish. So it's
there you go.
Yeah. And his name, so at first the name I was going for was Lionheart. And I found out there was a whole bunch of other Lionhearts. So I just decided to instead call him Aslan Oken, which pretty much means Lionheart, just in two different languages.
Okay.
I was gonna say you go with straight Lionheart, and then all of England sues you for King Richard.
Yeah, for Richard the Lionheart.
Awesome. Okay, so we were on Draken.
Yep. So this is Draken.
Draken.
He is he's half human and half like elf, but his elf side is you know how I said the elves they have animal characteristics. His
Uh-huh.
characteristics are that of a dragon. So
Oh.
him he's looking for power. Like he wants to make sure the land is safe because because of the humans.
Okay. He he doesn't look nice. Just throwing that out there.
Out of everybody, he's probably the one that you don't want to get in his way.
Sai, you're so mean.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Pronounce
Kayasi.
this one.
So this is Casey.
Damn it!
I might not be saying
Casey.
it right.
That's fine.
Yeah. So Casey, and she's one of the seven that's chosen amongst the humans to retrieve the crown. But she's looking to get it so she can bring true peace for everyone. Zion is a prince, right? So she thinks if Zion gets it, he'll just bring peace. He'll just bring the wealthy people more wealth, right? Where the commoners are just gonna always be seen as pawns, right? So she want to get it so she can bring everyone.
You know what, Sai? I got Aslan right, so leave me alone. Barack?
So this is Barack. He's the general and
I got it right.
And head of all the hotties, and he's trying to. His goal is to get the crown so he can keep peace for everybody, so the humans don't have to live in fear of the magical beings.
So there's a lot of people who think that their goal is to keep peace, but something tells me a lot of them are misguided as far as what peace is going to look like.
Yep.
There's a really nice quote from Star Trek: "Peace through superior firepower."
So the humans think the way I wanted to tell the story is that everybody has good reasons to want the crown. Like the magical beings really are suffering because of what the humans are doing. The trees are like their life essence. So without the trees, they're dying off. Right. So.
Got you. I like his design too. I'm trying to think what he reminds me of some character in some anime, and it just will not come to me, but he looks so cool.
Yeah. So his power is that he can control metal.
Ooh.
So that's what he's doing,
Nice.
He's an old curmudgeon-y, what the fuck's his name? From X-Men.
Magneto?
Yeah.
No.
No, there's like I can't remember if it was an anime or a video game that is like a JRPG, but there's something that has a character that has the same sort of aesthetic, only he's not this badass. Like he's more of like a come to me and I'll tell you where to go next, like kind of character. Like a little NPC, just has all the information kind of guy, but the look I love, and I always love when someone gets it right, where they do like the bald head, but the insanely bushy brows and the insanely bushy mustache and everything, and the little mutton chops going on, and he looks really cool, and a little bit dangerous.
So outside of everybody, he's probably the one that hates the magical beings the most, but he has very good reasons to.
Got you. All right, so ooh, you have a t-shirt. That's like my weakness. And a hoodie. There's a t-shirt and a hoodie. Okay, let's go over your stretch goals, and then we'll go over all of your tiers.
So
yeah. So 5K.
Yeah, so 5K is already unlocked. Everybody that backs the project is gonna get the Aslan sticker.
So what is the sticker? Is it just of the logo or?
Yes.
Okay.
So the sticker is gonna be the logo, like the 2 lion heart heads with Aslan written. So yeah, so the same this one they're gonna get that. Very
cool. Yeah, Dojo-kun knows what I'm like. Throw a patch in there and she might faint. I love patches. I have a little bit of a patch problem. I'm just saying, patches are badass, and that it could make a good patch. It just could. It's fine. Anyway, okay. So
Be a
at
good idea
7K.
for the next one.
Yeah. Oh, I'll hit. You know what? I'll hook you up with Tony. You
Mhm.
figure it out. Tony's good peeps. He does good patches.
Yeah.
I like Tony.
So
One day he'll sponsor us. Okay, so it's 7K.
So at 7K, everybody gets the Aslan trading card and maybe a patch.
Ooh. Ooh. Guys, get him to 7K, damn it. Right now. And then at 10K.
And at 10K, everybody gets the Zion and the Ujdas trading cards.
Awesome. Okay, so how far along is this book? Like how far completed are we done with?
So the prologue is done. The prologue is going to be 6 pages, and then there's going to be the first issue, which is 24 pages, and 18. So now 20 of them are done.
Okay.
So I have 26 out of 30 pages done.
Wow. Awesome. All right. So, we are going to now go over all of your perks. Look at this, guys. He's sitting at 57.76. And did you originally do this on Kickstarter?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So, let's get him higher than that. We've only bumped him just over $700. I feel like the art quality is really cool. I feel like the story seems like it's interesting and complex. I would like to see this higher. I definitely think that y'all would like some of the goodies come in, like getting some trading cards and stuff with this awesome art and these really cool characters. So I'm going to let you tell us all about your tiers.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully we can get you guys a couple of backers, because it looks really cool. Like, it looks like a really interesting story, and I really want to hear more about it. Okay, so your featured perk. Tell us about this.
So the featured perk includes the this cover right here, this one. Yep, it has this cover, and you're gonna get the sticker, and you're gonna get the 6-page prologue, which explains the Uja's life and why he made the decision to split the crown.
Very cool. Okay, so when you say the Aslan Awakening sticker, are you talking about the sticker in the stretch goal?
No, so that's another sticker.
Perfect. Yep. I wanted to specify because they're both being called the Aslan sticker, so I wanted to make sure that we specified which was which.
Mm-hmm. So the Awakening one is the one that's on the cover itself.
Oh, okay. So you're getting this?
Oh, you're not getting you're getting the one on the yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got you. All right. I see you now. Okay. And then, of course,
if you're not into it, you don't like the story, you can still just get me a drink.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then this is the digital tier, where you get both of them. Like, you get the 24-page issue and the 6-page prologue.
Okay.
Digitally.
Gotcha.
So, and then this is where you get the cover A with the 6 pages and the sticker that's been unlocked.
Okay.
This one for the Omi, you're gonna get the cover B. You're gonna get issue 0. You're gonna get Aslan and Zion character cards, and you're gonna get a T-shirt.
Okay. So I can already tell you one tip that I have for you.
Mm-hmm.
In your campaign, on here, when you're showing all of these, I do know a guy. I know a lot of guys for patches and things.
Oh my god, that sounded so wrong.
I don't care.
I know
take it however you want to take it. Anyway, what I would suggest, so since you're offering various covers, I would lay it out really clear which cover was which, just right up front. And so people know, okay, this is cover A, cover B, cover C. Same thing when you're talking about the stickers, like, show pictures of it. If you've already got the artwork, show a mock-up of it. You know, this is what the sticker that comes in this pack is. This is what the sticker that we unlocked is. And so people have a better understanding of everything that they're backing. Because I think that might be part of the issue why some of your backings are not quite as high as you might have hoped they would be, because it's a little confusing what you're backing.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that you clarify it out, so it doesn't hinder anybody, basically. So everybody understands and they're like, oh yeah, I'm happy to give it my money because I know exactly what I'm getting.
All right. Oh, will do.
Okay, so we're right here on the retail pack.
Yep. So this is the retail pack. It's a 10-pack, and you can get any cover that you want. It's gonna be for if you don't get. You can mix and match, or you can just get one.
Cool. So if any of you guys have an LCS that is interested in, trying to reach out with some indie comics, maybe point them in this direction, because that's not even. I mean, it's less than $10 an issue. That's not bad, and they can, like you were saying, they can mix and match, so they could try a couple different covers and see what works in their store best. All right, One of the Chosen. What is this?
So One of the Chosen, you're gonna get the T-shirt issue 0, the bull stickers issue, the variant cover B, the Aslan and Zion character cards, and a Believe poster.
Awesome. Do you show this poster in updates or anything, or?
I haven't shown it yet, but yeah, I'll put it on the page.
I would consider that. Anytime when you're talking about stretch goals and you're talking about stuff that maybe you haven't commissioned just yet, like trading cards and things like that, not showing those is at least somewhat understandable. But when you're talking about what people are going to pay for, not showing what they're already pledging to pay for is always going to hurt you with people giving you money.
Okay.
Because they're like, if you went to a store and somebody was like, you can get this book bundle, and you're like, well, what's in it? And they go, well, you got to buy it to find out. You're going to walk away from it because you're like, well, I don't know. What if it's My Little Pony? Like, I don't want that shit in my house.
All right.
So make sure that you show them, especially because from what we can see from this little tiny snippet of what I'm assuming is the poster, it looks so fucking cool. You want to throw that cool stuff out there so people know and will then know I really do want that poster to put up in my wall. That'd be really cool for so-and-so. That's right up whoever's alley, so I'm going to back at this higher tier. Always show when you're asking, specifically when you're asking for money. If it's extras that you're throwing in for fun, you can wait to show. It's always still good to show because it still brings up hype, but it's not on the same level. That's considered a freebie. This is considered something that you're purchasing.
Roger.
My unsolicited advice, because that's what I do.
I appreciate all the advice. This is my first campaign, so I knew I made a lot of mistakes.
That is literally what we do. So Red Valkyrie, we bring people on and we'll pick apart your campaign, but we try to help you put it back together so it's better and stronger, especially if you're going to be in demand for a little bit. Now, granted, I know that you're looking at shipping in January, so you're coming up to the end of this campaign, so this is a lot of stuff to think of for the next campaign too, but there's a couple things you can still fix that are short, quick little fixes that could end up helping you quite a bit in getting more backing. Okay, so the Aslan swag tier. What's everything we got with this?
So with the swag tier, you get a hoodie, the T-shirt, and cover C, which is the cover that you see right here.
See, and look at Past Master Dad. They're not mistakes; they're lessons.
Yep,
it's very true.
After 250 or so of these shows,
we've learned a thing or two.
We've seen it. We've seen the gamut. So.
Look, I've had people come on our show and try to sell things that they didn't have. As in, like, they hadn't even made a contract with the person to create it. And they were like, yeah, I hope they say yes. And I'm like, you've sold 8 of them. What do you mean you hope they say yes? It's like, we're gonna stop now because I'm about to kill someone through a computer. But no, this is crazy. So you're offering the hoodie and the T-shirt and the book for $100.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
And the sticker.
And the sticker!
Both stickers.
Oh, look at that. That's not a bad, especially because that hoodie, it looks like one of those really nice plush ones. They're like gonna be nice and soft.
Yes.
So,
soft hoodies are my jam.
Yeah, if you're not living in BFE, Florida, that's hot as hell.
Fuck you, Shae.
Sigh. You know.
These ones are probably not gonna stay on for much longer. Because when I didn't think hoodies and t-shirts were gonna cost so much. Like, yeah.
They are not cheap, especially getting good quality ones.
Mm-hmm.
If you decide that you're going to do any kind of merchandise or anything like that in the future, let me know. That's actually something that I do, helping with design and things like that, and I will help you understand the cost ahead of time, because a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm just going to do t-shirts, and I'm like, how are you fulfilling it? Are you going to have everybody's t-shirt shipped to you and then you're going to send them back out, so you're going to pay for shipping twice, or are you going to have them shipped directly from wherever you're getting them? Like, are you going to buy in bulk and just have overages? There's a lot of stuff to look at when it comes to merchandising. And as much as I love swag, I love it to death. I love t-shirts, I love hoodies, I love all that kind. Like, I literally have 4 or 5 drawers of just t-shirts. I love t-shirts so much, but they are a pain in the ass when it comes to having them in campaigns. So only do a t-shirt if you really know what you got going on. And hoodies is a whole other thing, because those bitches are bulky. They're bulky and they're frustrating, and you gotta ship them pretty much by themselves. There's a whole lot that goes in with hoodies. So I love them. But I always recommend, and people should do this anyway. If you're a creator and you have an IP, you really should invest in getting your own website. And on that website, do a web store. That's a great place for you to be able to sell anything that you have that's overages from previous campaigns, to put up any kind of really cool swag or t-shirts or hoodies that are just not feasible on a campaign. And it's also something that people don't consider. It's something that can be passive income that's sitting there. So you have an active campaign going, and it's stuff that can help you while you're still campaigning. Like, hey, here's some income that's coming in over here. I can pay for more pages.
Or between your 2 campaigns.
Yep, exactly. There's a lot that is good for it, and it's really not as expensive as it used to be. So definitely recommend.
Don't pull a mail-in and put all your books into a truck and then light them all on fire.
Yeah, that makes zero sense. Don't do that. It's a stupid egotistical thing to do. Don't do that. That's ridiculous.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
Truth bombs.
Don't even care.
Don't burn shit you paid for.
Yeah. Legit. Okay, so Disciple. What is Disciple?
So with Disciple, you get issue 0, both stickers, cover B, the t-shirt, Aslan and Zion character cards, the Believe poster, and a coaster.
Ooh. Interesting. So what kind of coaster are you doing?
So
are you doing like a cork or
the circle coasters?
I mean, is it cork? Is it resin? Is it like what kind of material are you having it done out of?
So I'm not sure yet. I'm using comic wellspring.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm not sure which one is gonna be yet.
I'm going to assume it's probably that the thicker. It's not cardboard, but it's kind of cardboard. It's like the slightly absorbent cardboard type stuff. I feel like I had one around here, but I don't know. I have no idea where it went. Yeah, I would assume it's probably that or incredibly thin cork. But I mean, those are nice to have. I think I've got the one that I have is an Alterna one somewhere around here, and I've used it to death. But yeah, those are cool. Those are cool. They're fun. All right, and then you have council member.
Yep. So with council member, you get the t-shirt, issue 0, both stickers, cover B, Aslan Zion character card, the poster, and the coaster.
Okay. Trying to see what the difference is between the two. What's the difference between disciple and council member?
What is the difference? I don't remember what the difference was. Let me see.
Oh, your name is in gold in the thank you section.
Wait, if you can you go down to the rewards? Go down.
Down
There's
to
the graphics.
Yeah. So that would be the difference. So let me see. It's the poster. So that one is two posters.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get the poster for cover A and the belief poster.
Okay.
This is in the product description from Comics Wellspring.
Yeah. That's what they are. The pulp. So it's like that compressed down paper.
Yeah,
pulp
like a bar
stuff.
coaster.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, and again, this is one of the things like I said, clarification can really help you. So something that a lot of people don't do super well on Indiegogo is when you're doing this includes section, make everything that you're offering that somebody is paying money for as its own item. And then when you go to, as you're making your tiers and you add those in, and you have that same, order of this is how it's going to go, this is what the extras are, A, it makes it easier to see the extras, and B, when you end up getting your Indiegogo pull at the end, you're not going to sit here and go, okay, what was the difference between these two tiers? I don't remember. Because it's going to tell you, okay, this, like, poster A, you have X amount. Poster B, you have X amount for your whole campaign, so you know what you have to order. And then it'll break it down for you in shipment. But if you don't set up each of those things as their own items, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to remember what's in all of this, really you're just making more work for yourself on the back end. So it's a little bit more work on the front end to organize it all, but it's so much nicer on the back side when you get your reports back and you see what you need to order.
Right, and the only reason we're mentioning this, she's not talking out of her ass. We've helped fulfill campaigns before, and when people put it all in text instead of like building out the items in the back end of Indiegogo, it's you have nothing to work from.
Yeah, it turns into a, okay, so we're going to have a session, we're going to sit down, we're going to write everything that we should have written before we did this campaign. What is in all of these? And
now
let's
talk about all the different streams you've been on and all the different things you promised over the course of your campaign that you throw in.
Oh man, and we have people that'll just off the cuff be like, everyone's gonna get this, and we're like,
no,
we have to put that on the campaign now because you said it and you said it live. So it's a thing that we're doing.
Like, no one will remember. They will.
I literally had somebody go, oh, well, it's going to cost too much to do that. And I was like, that's too bad. Why did you open your mouth? Like, you have to do it now. You said it. It's done.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Maybe Hubert says, why is Shae wearing a mask? Can a microphone get COVID now? No, I'm wearing a mask because I'm cosplaying. Gosh. See? Boom. What's up? Come on. It ain't bad. And it's a pretty mask.
This is like when, what was it, a year and some ago, I did my on-camera for the first time, and I was wearing a mask, and people are like, they're alone in a room. What are they worried about? They're going to get COVID?
It's like, no. There are other reasons people have masks.
Jesus. You've never...
Okay.
This is a comics and cosplay channel, people. You're killing me.
It's fine. Okay, so for $250, you're getting all of that awesome goodness plus the canvas print?
Yep.
Wow. So is this one or two canvas prints? It's just one, right?
This is one. You're getting one
canvas,
everybody. One.
Just making sure, because it looks like there's two things there.
Yeah,
9.
You're getting one. Everybody's getting
You get one canvas print.
one. Yep, and it's of whatever image you want. It could be a character, it could be a cover.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Look at... Well, then turn me up. I don't know what to say to you. I'm sorry. You'll be fine. We'll get through this together. I know. You guys have no idea. I'm shouting in my house. Like, I'm waiting for... Don't turn me up.
I turned you all the way. You're at 200% now. Enjoy.
Okay. Super loud?
Yeah, I hear you in my soul.
Okay. Well, everyone can hear me. Okay, so you have a lot of goodies. You have a lot of really cool things that you're offering on this campaign, and granted, there are some things that you maybe didn't realize were going to be such a pain in the butt, like t-shirts and hoodies.
Yeah.
But good on you for not going back. Good on you for making sure that, okay, we said we were offering it, so we're offering it. We just might not offer it again.
Yeah.
In this format.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's something else. I kind of learned that I probably shouldn't be giving out so much because it's not going to be any profit for the next book.
Yep.
Yeah. Everything's when I calculate it so far, everything's kind of going towards fulfillment and shipping.
So, and that's normally how it ends up going. The bulk of your profits, like whatever you make, the bulk of what you have from here is going to end up going towards printing and shipping.
Yep.
On all of your stuff. So you did get some backers while we've been live. So that's great.
Thank you.
Very, very exciting. And what I would say is you have a lot of tiers and a lot of things for people to pick from. And there's a sweet spot when it comes to crowdfunding, right? So on Kickstarter is, I don't understand how anybody buys anything off of Kickstarter, to be honest. Because on Kickstarter in comics, there are like 30 different variant covers. And then they make different combinations for all of those variant covers. And then they do all of these add-ons and all this extra shit.
Naughty versions.
And everything has a naughty version. And it gets overwhelming. So coming from purely a backer standpoint, right? For me, I like when campaigns have about 8 total. So around 8, maybe 10, if you're going to do like your buy me a beer cheap ones, or if you're going to do some really good Gucci tiers. I always say about 8 seems to be kind of the sweet spot, because that's where you can offer a full digital, which is always a good idea, because you have a lot of backers that can't pay shipping. You have a lot of backers that don't trust their mail carriers because they're horrible and they destroy everything. So digital tiers are always a good idea in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then that gives you a couple of variant covers that you can do, so like A, B, and C. And then that gives you, you can do a retailer tier, and then a couple of high tier premium perks, where we're going to do t-shirts, but we're only doing 5, right? We're going to do 3D printed figures.
So but we're going to the t-shirts?
Uh-huh. So that's the thing, is you can put up, when you do like premium tiers, right? You can pick stuff that's unique to your campaign. So a perfect example. One of our friends, one of our very good friends, we call her Little Sis. So she had a campaign called Cookies and Screams. She just fulfilled, and I just got one of my favorite parts of this campaign. She did 3D printed figures of her character. It's this. She hand painted them. She only offered about 5 total, right? So she just limited that tier to, here's everything that you get in this tier. It's a Gucci tier. It's more expensive. You're getting all this extra stuff. There are only 5 available. First come, first serve kind of thing, right? So doing that with some of your upper level tiers. Also, if your artist isn't opposed to doing a couple of traditional pages, offering original art usually is going to sell pretty well, because you have a lot of collectors. And if you only have 8 to 10, because you can remove as certain campaign tiers sell out, if you end up hitting like, hey, we said we're only offering 5 of this and they're gone, you can just have them as sold out, and they'll show as sold out in the bottom, or you can hide them and you can make a new tier. Mm-hmm. And that new tier can be, okay, so we're not doing any more figures because we said only 5, but now we're going to do Like I've done cosplay tiers for people where things like this mask would go up. And like, hey, so you can get a copy of the book, you can get the cosplay, stuff from Shae, and you can get whatever else. And it goes up until it sells. And then when it sells, it gets hidden, and then you can put up something else. But keeping it around 8 isn't overwhelming to your backers.
And how many add-ons?
It's entirely up to you. Again, if I have to continue to scroll and scroll and scroll to get through them, I'm less likely to. I'm usually just going to say screw it, and I just go to the checkout. What I do suggest is if you're offering multiple covers, offer them as add-ons as well, because you have people like me. I normally buy for me and CY. So I'm normally buying a physical copy for me and then a physical copy for CY, and we don't always want the same covers. So rather than worrying about trying to bundle your covers here where you go, you can get cover A and cover B, or you can get cover B and cover C, or you can get A and C. Instead of doing that just ate up a bunch of tiers. Yeah. Right? You can either do drop-down menus where you say you can get 2 covers of your choice. Yep. Where you can do 2 covers of your choice and you make them drop-down tiers so people can select which covers they want. Or you can say, you can add on whatever you want. Whatever covers you might want. If you want extra books, you can add them on in checkout. Right. So those are kind of the things, the little kitschy things. If you decided to do something like keychains, or if you had like really cool posters, and like how you have the canvas print. If somebody just wanted to buy the canvas print, and you knew that you were going to be able to afford it for however it was going to be, you could put it as an add-on and they could do a build your own bundle basically. So that's, rather than try to anticipate what everybody's going to want, I usually say come up with something that is a good deal, that you feel is a good deal, that you feel that your backers are going to feel like they got a steal by getting this featured tier, right? Offer a couple of basics, a couple of super high-end tiers, put other stuff on add-on, and just let it go.
Great. Sounds good. So what do you think are the best things to add on a campaign? So besides the book and posters, I think character cards also do well. Besides
they can. So it really depends. I think the thing that I like the most is when people do something that is related to their book specifically, right? So one of the things that you could look at doing, because you have on your logo, you have all of those circles that are representative of all these different groups of people. Yep. You could have turned all of those into a coaster set. And that could be what's on your coaster, is all of those different symbols on a coaster. Make a coaster set. There you go. You can offer that, right? I like stuff that ends up doing something like that, where you take stuff like Cookies and Screams. This is an adorable figurine. She knew that she could hand paint 5 of them and deliver them without a problem, and she knew that she could get them 3D printed well. And this is something that is... It's related to her campaign, but it's also something that I plan on putting out every Halloween because it's adorable and it makes me laugh, right? Finding something that is going to hit your audience well. If you wanted to do some of your upper end tiers, I know a guy who does movie quality masks. And so, we've had the Kill Journal had the full-on masks that they did, and they offered 5 of them, I think it was. It might have been 8. But he offered a limited amount of those masks, and then, shipping on that tier was a little bit higher because I'm going to have to ship a mask separate from your books and everything. But that was a really cool thing that he offered. There's people that have offered, patches that are specific to their thing, like Cookies and Scream again did Cookie Scout patches, like Girl Scout badges. And so finding the thing that works well with your campaign and really leaning into it. Mavericks did phenomenal with their campaign and the stuff that they had for their add-ons and all of that, because they geared everything towards military and, you know, hey, like, you're really going to want these dog tags because these dog tags show you this thing and that does this over here and you become a pilot. You know, it's whatever you can to make things feel special and like you're really buying into the IP.
Yeah.
So I think that that's something to sit down and kind of look at your story, look at what you want people to take from it, look at the things that you can reproduce, and then make sure that you do enough research so you know how much all of these things are going to cost, because some of them you can get a really good deal on, but you got to make sure the quality's there, because that's a representation of you and your IP. So if the quality isn't there, like I've got so many t-shirts, you know how many t-shirts I've gotten that I get and I get so upset because I'm like, man, that was some beautiful art, but this is a crappy t-shirt. Like, this is a bad print. This isn't going to last in the wash. It's just, you know? You want to make sure that you have stuff that's good quality. I also had somebody who did like an ornament, and I was all excited for this ornament because I thought it was going to be something kind of cool, and it literally was a picture on construction paper, and it wasn't in color, and it wasn't cut out to even be what it looked. It looked like a 5-year-old did it, and I was like, dude, it would be one thing if your book was like, I did this with my son, and my son wanted to offer everybody ornaments. That's an entirely different realm than you're going to get an ornament with this book that is produced entirely by adults and have something like that come. Those are moments where people feel cheated, and it makes it hard for them to want to trust you again and to back you again.
Yep. Definitely.
Go ahead.
I was saying I definitely understand that. So I actually went to a few printers for the t-shirt because I wanted to make sure the quality was good, and then I actually found one that's local, and I thought they did a pretty good job.
Awesome. That's fantastic. And that's what's important, is as long as you're comfortable with the quality that you're offering out. So, like, a perfect example, Cy and I have a merch store on our website. This merch store, I don't know if y'all understand this. I've literally gone through, what was it, Cy? It was about 7 or 8 different t-shirt vendors before we finally found Printful, and we're like, yeah, this is where we're staying.
Many.
It was a lot. Like, I listed them off for somebody today and was like, good shit, I got stuff from a lot of different places and a lot of different people, and I hated almost all of it from almost everyone until I found my printer that I was like, thank you, you can actually do proper color saturation, and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing, you know, vinyl, like, sheeting on my chest. Like, it moves with me and breathes and is comfortable. And so make sure that and it's, you know, with books, with stickers, with anything, order test prints, see what you get. Before I don't care how good they say they are, I don't care how good the mock-up looks online, order a test print and actually see what you're getting, because the test print is going to show you what you're going to give to your backers, and if you're happy with it, go with it.
So I'm thinking about using Thomas Wellspring. Have you heard good things?
Honestly, I've never heard anything about.
I haven't heard a single thing about them. Nope. Most people use Mixum. I've heard mixed things recently about Mixum. I know some people have had a lot of issues with them in the past couple of months, and some people have had absolutely no issues with them whatsoever. I would definitely, when you're ready and you have everything formatted, have them send you a test print. And look through every page, make sure that none of the pages got misaligned, none of the speech bubbles are cut off, everything looks like you want, the paper quality is good, the saturation of color is good, the cover has everything that you want in it. And that's really going to be the best way for you to make a good judgment call as to whether they're good or not. Cy, do you have any other questions?
I did not.
Awesome.
I'm just checking the chat.
And Adjanu, you have any other questions or anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I wanted to say thank you for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to come on your channel and talk to your people.
Absolutely. Our pleasure, for sure. I want to say thank you so much to our amazing guests. You have been an absolute joy. Thank you to CY for all of your hard work, and all of you beautiful people hanging out in the chat. We love you. We couldn't do this without you. Please like, share, and subscribe to Red Valkyrie. Don't forget to ring the bell, and so you know every time we go live for all of this crazy fuckery that we call streaming. And you know, you get to see some really cool comics in the meantime. So please share this out, tell your friends, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Catch you later.
Bye, everybody.